page of the website. If you have not liked, you like. Then for those who have a Twitter account, that is a Twitter account. So if you have a Twitter account, you can like it right now for updates. I usually put for updates, and if you have a Facebook account, you like it, and the other one Twitter account. So we continue. So we log in. This is just the home, the first. We go now to the dashboard. So the dashboard, we start with the user profile. Okay, dashboard here. Dashboard, it has notes. It has question and answer. So, user profile is here. When you click to the user profile, you can put your details, and you can put your photo there if you like. All your details are here. So you can browse. And put a photo here. And every time you post something, it will. If anything, even in the query tab, if you are able to see your photo there, then this one, you can always change your password that you use to access the website. We come to notes. Notes, the idea of notes, as I was telling you, you click to the subject, and I've started by uploading the notes outline. Then you view the notes outline, it opens. That way. For better view, you can click here, then here, to open full page. Scrolling, it will be very easy when you are reading that way. Are you together so far? So, this is the notes I intend to upload. All of them for the exam. And these notes are going to be made according to the past papers. But of course, exams, all the notes will not be in the website. because it's a lot of work, and I've contracted some people to do some delaying some, so it should not be possible for various reasons. Yes, escape. You need an escape. Then you go back to the menu. You can click here. So when you click here, even you can see the details you are logging in. All these are options you can use. So you can go back to the dashboard, and it will take back where you are. So I'll continue uploading notes, but what I intend to do for these exams, I will upload all the sample readings which have been mentioned in the question and answer. Some of them I'm still working on them, some are not, because we realize people already have notes, but they don't have sample readings. I have gathered all of them. The only thing I'm doing now is to remove the names of the law firms and all those things, and then I upload them here. So that is something that this is not supposed to be here. It's something that will continue. So you just, if it is sample in the Q&A, sample defense and set off, just come here and click. Wait for it to open. Then you look at the big, it is there. Now, you go on, question and answer. Question and answer, it looks like that. So, you just click to the, if it is civil litigation, you click there. And it's going to give you the options of pay. So, the money that I have advanced you now buy all the papers at this moment, all the 9, then you continue. And every time you buy, you will receive a message telling you, thank you, you have purchased, thank you Dennis, you have purchased Conversing Q&A.
I've already tested that.
Yes. And so buy all the papers so that you can continue. So, when you are buying a paper, the details are already there in the M-Pesa. I'll just come here to my M-Pesa, go to pay bill, Lipa na M-Pesa. The pay bill number for the website is 3390 91. And the account number is already there, provided. So I'll put 10 6 13. 10 6 13. Then amount is 500. Then I'll enter my M-Pesa PIN. Then I'll say OK. When you say OK, look there. The document says the payment has been received, and it opens automatically. So now payment was successful. Please wait for the paper to reload. So it will open. You wait for the paper to open. It opens. And the message after payment is like this. Thank you, James. Payment of 500 for civil litigation Q&A have been received. You go to the dashboard, then again you go back to the paper itself, the one you have bought. Then always remember it was saying pay for paper in yellow. Every time view paper until the exam, until now the exam is done. Until when the Q&A will be withdrawn. So you just be coming here and click, then continue to read from where you stop. It opens again. And question and answer, if you look at the papers which I have not bought, they will tell you pay for the paper. You see, view paper. The others pay for the paper. So it will always tell you that.
What I've realized, the account number changes. It's not a constant one.
Yes, it is auto-generated by the system.
So, if I may,
Yes,
how long does one have access to this paper?
until the exam is done.
Okay, so until 26th.
Yes.
27th.
Yes. We are going to go through the terms and conditions at the end. Can you remind me? Yeah? So that you can, those are the things. When you are signing in, you saw somewhere, you click the terms and conditions. Is here. So if someone tells you about what the website, just tell them to click by exam website. The first option there. Then this is the Twitter account. No. So, yeah. Because it's easier. So when I was telling you when you are logging in, when you are registering, so these are the terms and conditions. So you must tick at them before now you submit that you have agreed to the terms and conditions of the website, which we are going to go through them one by one, because this is where many of the questions come from. Even the recent students, they usually ask me questions which are already in the terms and conditions. You know, lawyers need to be serious. Terms and conditions you have read, but you are still asking a question. So, if you are done with your purchasing of the 9 papers, then I check. sign.
Yeah, just outside, down there. Click again. There's a space down there.
Yeah, so from the nini, from the admin, from the user side, I can answer. If I need type an answer, you see?
Yeah. To go back and refresh.
So I refresh. This is refreshing, Every time a candidate says that haoni kitu amefanya, you just tell him to refresh,
One answer.
One answer. So one answer.
The answer is down there.
It's reflected. So to be an interaction. So if somebody asks a question, reads a question in Q&A, you are supposed to say the question, you know they are numbered. You have seen they are numbered sequentially. And this is very important. Let's go back there. I think. So this one I forgot to tell you. So question and answers. For example, you know, if somebody is studying the Q&A with topics, where the answers are, they have been classified into topics. So the paper, let's let it open. So if you come here and search answers, wait for it to classification and answer is topics. So where the answers are starting, here you'll find that I've classified. For example, question dealing with predicts context of an advocate's file is question 64 and 75. So for example, a legal opinion, initial process, jurisdiction, origin. So if you, for example, if you type 64 here, you go to all the 64. Context on an advocate file is question 2 November 2015. No. And these are the answers. So a student may want to query on question 64 of civil litigation. So we will say question 64 of civil litigation. If he can put the year, although it's not necessary, putting 64 is enough. Question 64. Answer 64, answer 64 of civil litigation is not answered well because of the following reasons. You give your reasons there.
So
then we argue as advocates. If I find your answer is convincing, you cannot critique an answer without giving a reason. If I find your answer is valid, and other people will comment here the way they have commented. So if I find the answer is what you are raising is valid, I will change the, because it may be misleading. I will change the answer, then I will change the paper immediately, so the new answer will be reflected. So that is the answers of question and answer. So for the admin side, I come to question and answer, and not question and answer. Queries and comments. What is the rest of the answers? So answers. So I'll come here. admin. Question. Let's see. Let's see. This thing was done the other day. Let's see how my option help get things started by asking question. Comment, add a comment to this answer. Your comment, email me at info. Okay. And that is not the email, so telecommission. Did you receive an email after did you do email this answer?
Yeah.
Buangalia if it came. Did you still do email this question or this answer?
My personal email.
Yes. I have
Him.
yes him. So you say there.
Check.
I'll say here I have looked at your
Yeah. It's informed you an email that your bar exams question was answered. Yeah.
so that way I have looked at the question and the answer you are suggesting is accepted and changes will be made to the Q and A. I have looked at your question and have looked at the answer you are suggesting, and it's accepted and changes will be made to Q and A. So if you look at what it's, go back to the question and answer. Look at your answer there, click there, click again, you refresh. 8 minutes ago answered. If you look at the
So I've looked at the answer you're suggesting is accepted and changes will be made to the Q&A.
yeah, but the problem with this commented by info, for example, preparation, it's supposed to bring the logo or the email so that they know it's the administrator.
Okay.
This is confusing. In fact, this is not the email I'm using. I changed.
They should sort that out, like webcom.
Yes.
Okay. So, at least you have an idea of how it works.
So if we do another question, I answer immediately without adding a comment. I see how it look like. So do another question, ask a question. Anything. You can see from your phone, Refresh. Refreshing is clicking here. So I refresh. I go back to my comments.
Okay, the alternative, instead of clicking there, you simply reload that.
This one,
Yeah, you click that, it reloads. And it is easy.
What is the rest of this? Passport. You have sent, unanswered. Question unanswered. Tags. There's an option of unanswered. No answer, no selected answer, no quick tags. Job, the book tried to ask a question.
Oh, you do use a reference, eh?
So I answer here and say, let's continue with other aspects. So question and admin, let's go back, login. So we have finished with queries and comments. This is drafting class. In the future, for those people who want for drafting classes in the future, those who are outside PSL, if there is a drafting classes, I will upload here an from the admin side, saying the teacher and the what is being taught and somewhere. Then somebody you'll be able to pay for the amount. Then you click the ticket. You print a ticket. That is the nini. Testimonial records. You can create a testimonial. So you can create a testimonial, nani, and say anything about the website. Then submit. We see how it will nini. Do a testimonial. Say anything that testimony about the website, the Q&A, anything, the drafting classes, the notes.
That's been created.
Yeah, testimonial created successful. So at admin side, and you have done a testimonial, I'll just come here and like those students who I told them to do the testimony and they did. So I'll come here. This is good initiative.
Oh.
It will come here, then I'll just activate. I can add it to remove someone else's things.
Okay, in case it's not.
Yes, then you can look at your testimony. You see it is there in the website. It has started to run. No, from now the website, it is there. Now the website, it is, look at core testimony if it is running from the home side.
Oh.
You log out.
Oh,
You open another tab.
Okay.
Opening another tab is easier. So look at testimonial. So you wait for it to come here. Wait now. Project that.
It has not shown. I don't know why.
It has not shown.
Is it because you deactivated it?
Let's go back.
I remember you went to admin portal and deactivated it. Now you want to reactivate.
Look again. Let's see.
It's a good initiative, yeah.
It's a good initiative. You have seen it. And if you have to read somebody's testimony, you just put a cursor there and they stop moving.
Oh.
You read. But when you remove the cursor, they start moving again with time. No. So if you want to read that, you
Just
have to.
tao.
Unajua?
Kwa colleague wetu. Na colleague.
Oh, at Kisii.
Yeah.
Your tao.
Classmates.
So we continue from there. From there, testimonial, drafting classes, testimonials, queries and comment payments. All the payment you have made will be reflected here. For example, I paid civil litigations. You see there all the payments you have made today, they will be reflected there. If you pay for any drafting classes, it will be reflected here. Chat, you can chat, but this one because there is sijaiwekea sana, in fact inakupeleka kwa queries and comments. Only one thing is remaining important. The only thing that is remaining is terms and conditions, because those are very important. So many people were asking about these terms and conditions. These are all the links that are put there on social media. The links to relevant terms and conditions are here. So I have an idea aliweka PDF, so that's why inasema download that. So any candidate who's secretary to website login details, name his or her email, and the phone number, password. The information details will be kept confidential, will not be used for any other purpose. Only the login of one person per device at any given time. For avoidance of that, the website does not allow multiple login of one person in different devices. So this is the multiple login we are talking about. So you are logging. You have logged in your account. You have logged in your account. So I want you to put your details here. You see,
Another user has been.
don't save.
You want to proceed with login number by the other user?
Do not save. No.
Cancel. Oh,
Do it again.
okay.
So don't save. So that's Nini. So every time there are two devices, so if you force login, that one will come out. Force login. So if you try to renew that one, it will renew to automatically log in. Is how?
Bado hivyo tu.
It will renew. Start continue
Refresh.
doing the renew.
To log off.
To log off.
Ukata, Wait.
So, so we were in the terms and conditions. From there we continue from where we were. So, all students who subscribe to the website will be invited to join the Telegram, Messenger, and WhatsApp group. So this is for interaction purposes, as I told you, because after you go to KSL, after you come out of KSL, you realize that the class group become dormant. You realize that there's no speaking again after your class group. So this is a forum for those people who will not be able to pass their exams in November.
Kama watu wana left.
Eh?
Kama watu wengine wana left.
When I left and they don't, most likely, when I left and they become dormant. So, what you will do, as part of your work, you are going to invite people to join the group. And I'm going to share the links here. Kwa hii group yetu, I'm going to share the links. Because you also find that there are those universal questions people usually ask, which can be shared in a group. Although also the website, I usually do back SMS. Anyone who logs in the website is sent a message to join the group. The website has been copyrighted, all documents are read-only status and that cannot be downloaded. You ask someone asking you to download. If you can download, all documents are in PDF format. Take a screenshot of the document is not allowed. If a candidate wants to query anything of the document, let him use the queryter by setting the subject, document heading, page number, and question number where applicable, and the issue will be answered. It's supposed to be answered. Any person who does anything about destroying the website will be attacked with liability. First registration, login, and payment of a paper should be done via laptop. Using phone for first registration, payment of a paper is described. A candidate can subscribe via the paid paper via his or her phone. Notes: by subscribing to the website, the candidate will be able to access the notes and sample readings which are free of charge. Legal disclaimer and acknowledge the bar exam website preparation website is not the originator author of the notes, but means and compiled together to create a one-stop shop for candidates preparing for bar exams. The notes have originated from the following sources, blah blah. The above person website detail compile of their respectives. Some sample readings refer to question and answer, part B, wherever candidate to draft have been provided. Vital details, names of advocates, and law firms have been removed from the sample readings for privacy purposes. That is important. When you go here, for example, this is your account name here. Okay, I still use it. So, you wait for it to open. So, in fact, you see the paper is still the paper is still where you left it. So, if you do look at, if you search here, so, when I'll be coming to Kenya School of Law, I'll be doing 3 things. One is presentation of the website, the way we have done it, in summary, for people who want to see it. Secondly, I'll be going through question and answer for those who have purchased. Somebody may want to ask a question, this blah blah, and then we discuss. That which is also very important, we'll be doing the drafting class. So, for example, question 1 July, question 1 November 2015, question 1 November 2013. This drafting different kind of brains. Previously, this was the most popular question in civil litigation. You find it was the question that was being asked for civil litigation drafting until July 2016 when they changed the format. So, question 1, so for example, I would say breach of contract. So a sample breach of contract which has been provided at the notes area. So it's already there. So generally now you come and pick a question and we draft. No. Then we go to the next. Drafting an amended statement of defense and response and counterclaim. Same as, so it has been repeated in all those years. So this question was asked in question 6, the receipt. So what we will do, we'll be taking the most recent when it was done. So this one, question D, drafting and amended. So here I have a notice of motion on the application to amend, upgrading, and a sample which I have already gotten from the law firm. So here I'll say samples have already been provided, and then I'm going to upload there. But I'm still working on the documents. So this is what we shall be doing. You come here drafting a different kind of originating summons. Question 4 November 2000. Originating summon on adverse possession. It's relevant. So we draft. Paka kitu ya mwisho. Of course that time will not be enough. Civil litigation hizi drafting zote ziko hapa. They can take even 4 days continuously if you are to do that job. Okay. So the notes have been arranged course outline. So this one I'm still working on it, but students already have notes. But by next year it will be, by November next year they will be, all the notes will be there. Notes rule regulation, the impact and planning the subject will be uploaded first. Next will be uploaded the notes per topic, relevant rules and regulation of that topic, and finally sample drafting documents relevant to that topic. So this means, for example, if I do something on habeas corpus, I'll do habeas corpus notes, then I'll do a sample critiques on habeas corpus, because it is part. Notes will remain in the website throughout the year. Any notes and malice will only be withdrawn if they are being updated. Question and answer. The question will be able to access to a student through M-Pesa payment. M-Pesa payment, which I have gone through with you. Practically, you are going to show them. A candidate who clicked on the wrong paper, he or she did not intend to buy, overpay. Imagine these are mistakes being done with the people who are doing by exams. Can you imagine? And that's somebody who wants to pass in commercial or commercial. He overpays. The paper inamwambia ulipe 500, he overpays, he paid 1,000. Then he tells you to refund. Or somebody was saying, wanted to buy LPM, he clicked on legal writing and drafting. So this is why I put this condition. They will not be refunded. Refund will only happen in exceptional circumstances, especially if a candidate pays for the paper and cannot access it, and all other value have been no. The first part of Q&A contains questions as they appear in the Council for Legal Education from 0 to J. Answers. The second part of contains answers. At the start of the answers, some subject answers have been classified into various topics of subject for ease of reference and revision by candidates. So you know there are people who study through topics. So if you are studying a topic on originating summons, you, after reading your notes, you can go to the Q&A and look at all the questions that I have asked on originating. What kind of questions have come on the originating summons? There are people who study that. Okay. The answers part are divided into part A, which covers your question, and part B, which covers drafting, which we are going to say. The drafting classes will be conducted subject to availability of trading, venue, competent tutors, and materials. The candidate will be charged according to the services available. Questions which have appeared in different years but raising same issues have been classified together for one answer to be given. A candidate can search any question, any word which have already done. General, the Q&A has done to the best of researchers' knowledge. When a candidate feels strongly, he queries errors and omission. The subscription of Q&A is available to candidate. They are subscribed to the day of the exam subject is done. This is your question, what you are asking. After every exam communication, it will be withdrawn from the website to be updated. It will be available for the next exam's potential candidate. This one, when it can become 100% that the website is secure, the papers even they can remain there throughout. But for now, if people, WhatsApp groups, members who join the WhatsApp group can post anything relevant to buy exams, legal materials, or materials of general public importance. Offensive materials, videos, or using abusive language will be discouraged. Any person who fails to observe condition 4 and above will be removed from the group. Commercial Q&A, there are people who downloaded it. The website had a problem. I think you have seen those people. You have seen question and answer? Commercial. Yes. There is somebody who downloaded. That one I'm sure it is circulating and legal writing and drafting. So you see somebody posting in the group, namwambia atoe, that it has not got to remove. What can you do? Remove. I remove them. None. Means of communication via email, or website, via SMS, or phone number, via WhatsApp message, posting in the website WhatsApp group, message will be responded from it to any queries and comments. This is connect abusive language will not be resolved. Direct calls are highly discouraged because the numbers are many. If everyone tells you want to call you at the same time, it is very hard. And that's why I'm orienting you so that you can be dealing with these things. So, I think that is the end of the presentation. Unless you have any questions.